Welcome to SwissedTV, normalizing therapy, part 2. So, as I ended the last video, I was about to get into a story, and I don't want to get too deep into it because I have had a conversation with the person that's involved with it. But it is what it is. One of my deepest, darkest depression moments was when I came out of prison. One of my worst days in life is the day I got out of prison. Or if not that day, that week. Okay, I'm gonna say the first week I ever had. So I'm always been a man of honor. I've always been a man of loyalty and respect for the most part. Why I say it was it was one of the worst experiences of my life, and one of the reasons I actually really needed therapy, never thought I would need it, because I found out the female that I love the most in this world, that held me down during my bed, she did everything I ever asked her to, right, wrong, or indifferent. I came home, and she still gets to me, and I'm trying to be vulnerable. I'm trying, but it's something new to me. Like just being on the YouTube, on, you know what I'm saying, just posting. Period. Like I'm trying, and I'm trying to find the words to explain without making a fucked up situation worse. So the day I got out of prison, and I'll make a story on that, but the day I got out of prison, you know what I'm saying, I was headed to the halfway house. My mom, the girl I was with at the time, her son, our son, whatever you want to call it, like, that's my son. They came and got me. So I had my mom gave me my phone. It was 100% charged and all the rest of that, but I just put it down because, like, at this point I was used to not being on the phone. Like, I mean, I had cell phones in prison, but once I got caught with that cell phone, like, a cell phone was foreign to me. Like, I didn't give a damn about no phone. So they were sending me to South Carolina to halfway house, because Raleigh halfway house was full, because Raleigh was my district. And or when I was come home, because I was come home to Cary, Raleigh area. So I put the phone down, and it got the ring, and then, you know what I'm saying, my sister called me, we pulled up. I'm making a story about my first day out. And like, it still had all my apps and everything logged in. So I hit Twitter, and I hit Shorty page. Not saying, like, because the only reason I hit her page because, like, oh, baby home, it's up. Okay, whatever. So I hit the page, and I see, and I get curious, and I just started reading her post, and I started reading about, she was tweeting about post-nut clarity. So I'm reading, I'm going down the timeline, I'm like, who the fuck she talking about? Because this ain't talking, she ain't talking about me, because, like, keep in mind, I was on phone restriction, I was on a couple restrictions. So we ain't talking on the phone, like, all we did was email. So I started reading, I'm like, what going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, so couldn't find out she was cheating, and she did what it did, and I'm definitely gonna talk about that. I don't give a damn how she feel about it. Like, I love you to death. And I still love her to this day. I love her to this day, but I have to express how emotionally it made me feel. I'm just talking about it right now because it relates to my therapy, and it relates to actually what I talked about with my therapist yesterday, like my traumatic experiences. So when you find out your partner is cheating and it was loyal, I had 13 months. It ain't like I was locked down for 5-6 years. All right, 13 months, and she started doing what she was doing after the first couple months. I mean, after about 2 months before I was about to come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, I will never understand it fully. I understand why, but I'm not understanding, like, come on, like, bro, like, you couldn't keep it tight, like, and I said in another video, you couldn't keep it tight for another 2 months. So anyway, I was talking to my therapist about that, and we talking. I'm like, that was the most traumatic experience of my life, because, like, not only am I loyal, I'm very loyal. I equate loyalty to everything, because I feel like if none of my homies can come to me like, oh yeah, I done fucked up on my girl, and I know she a good girl, like, I know she a good woman. If I know she some bullshit, I don't give a damn what the fuck you do. But I know if she a good girl and held you down and doing everything she need to do, if you a fucker, if you'll fuck her over, you'll fuck me over. Loyalty is loyalty. I'm loyal, bro. That's why I like, bro. People be thinking I'm lying. I have never cheated on a female in my life, because I feel like if I'm holding you down, you hold me down, I'm not about to goddamn do nothing to mess this up. I'm not. Like, so I found that out, and I'm gonna go into detail further videos down the line. And like I said, bro, I don't at this point, like I've been coddling her feelings about it, but her emotion won't my emotion, because she never could say I cheated on her. She could never say I did nothing too crazy to her, like, but that's a whole nother video, and it's coming in the next couple weeks. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn, like, for real. But, like, that was one of the traumatic experiences. Like, we normalizing people cheating. We normalize stepping out on each other, and to just expect the other person just to be okay. Like, oh, you gonna fuck with me or you ain't? Or you gonna leave or you're not? Like, we don't normalize the trauma responses behind it. Then we get mad about where you going. Like, once somebody get cheated on, like, you be like, oh, what you doing? Especially when they're trying to fix a relationship, they really don't want to leave. They just doing whatever they doing. Where you going? What you doing? Who you with? How long you gonna be there? What time you coming back? Like, but we don't realize, like, that's really trauma. It's traumatic. It is. And we like, especially in this day in society, we normalize that. We normalize the trauma of infidelity. Like, oh, either you leave or you get over it. No, because you really are down bad and you really love this person, so you don't want to leave, but you went through a traumatic experience, and the only person that can fix that is the person that put you through that traumatic experience. That's fucked up. So it's normalized, like, okay, that man cheated on me 17 times with 13 different girls, but I still love him. And it's normal. But you still going through changes. You still going through all these things. Like heartache is trauma. It is. Like, getting your heart broke is trauma. Getting the girl that you love the most in the world open her legs to another man is trauma. For y'all young men out there that just got y'all girlfriends and y'all messing with little Kiki from the hood, goddamn, it's traumatizing y'all girl. Because not only is it traumatizing right now, it's gonna be traumatizing for her next relationship. It's gonna be traumatizing for that man's next relationship. Like I don't. Oh, these niggas ain't on nothing. And these bitches some bullshit. I'm not dealing with that. It's traumatizing, bro. It's traumatizing. We gotta stop normalizing cheating. Cheating is trauma. It's trauma. Like even like I'm talking to my therapist yesterday. He had to realize like you are traumatized. I'm like, bro, I'm not dealing with that, bro. I'm not girlfriend dating, bro. What? And he broke it down to me like, look at your response. You're traumatized by the events that happened to you that you did not deserve at that moment. It'd be different if I was cheating too. And I'm like, all right, I can't be traumatized if I'm not doing something. If I'm doing something that I'm already, there's something happened to me and I'm already like, I'm doing that too. And I had to realize like, damn, like, it's been 1.5 years and I'm still traumatized by that bullshit. It's traumatizing. Mental health, and this is my segue into the last story. Mental health is real in our community, and I think we take it for granted. I was dating this girl. Her name was Destiny. We dated for about 6 years. We met when she was in high school. She was like 17, going on 18, 19. I was her first. She was damn near my first. You know what I'm saying? We dated for a long time. We dated all the way through college, all the way through when she went to college, everything. And one day, my plug, when I was up here, like the plug up here, I'm right here. Like I'm the middleman, the CEO of the streets. He was goddamn the owner. So he got locked up. And I got in a real dark place, like when they coming for me. When they coming for me. They coming. And I started using, I found a drug called Xanax. Xanax is the best drug I have ever put in my system. I don't give a damn. But it's also the worst drug I have ever put in my system. So I found Xanax. And this ain't nothing but God. Got to be. Ain't nothing but God. So I popped out 4 Xans one night. And the only thing I remember is saying, man, fuck this life. Fuck everything. Putting a gun to my head. I was in my closet. Putting a gun to my head and pulling the trigger. Next thing I know, I woke up. I literally woke up to my sister, Leah and Denise, shaking me in my closet. Shaking me. Like, get up, wake up. What you got going on? Wake up. And I'm like, huh? I'm thinking I thought I was dead because that was what I was going through at that moment. And they shaking me. Didn't even know. They ended up breaking in my house, kicking out my back door just to find out, you know what I'm saying, just to get me up. You know what I'm saying? And I woke up and I got my pistol beside me. And I look at them and Destiny behind them. I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to drop your name. I know you got a whole new life, whole new family, whole new everything. But you are an intricate part of my story, a big part of my story. And this ain't the last time I'm gonna talk about you. You sued me. I don't give a damn. I hope you good. I pray peace and blessing to you because you have been nothing but a blessing in my life. Like, you are probably the best part of my life ever. So, so I'm waking up. All right, so boom. So they do what they do. They leave. So next morning, keep in mind, you know, when you on them Xans, Had you drowsy, like, So next morning, it's so crazy. Bishop McCarter had called me. Like, what you doing? I'm like, shit, I'm at the house. They was building, they was not building it, but it was remodeling a church that was like moving to, like, come holler at me. So I'm like, all right, boom, cool. So, like, I'm getting dressed. Keep in mind, it's crazy. And when I get them in real life interviews, like people that know me in real life interviews, he gonna tell you. I grabbed the gun. This very next day, I grabbed my gun and I cocked it. A bullet fly out. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I picked the bullet up. As I'm going to load it back in the clip, I noticed that the indentation in the fire in the gun. In the bullet. I'm sorry. So me being well versed with firearms, I know the primer. Anybody know about guns know what a primer is. The primer is like the firing pin. The primer hit that bullet, but not discharged. So it was a misfire in a sense, like it didn't go off. And I'm holding that bullet, and I'm thinking about my last memory before the Zans really kicked in. I'm thinking about my last memory. And I go grab another bullet, I load that one, and I throw that one in my pocket. So I go to the church, and I'm like, so we talk, and I'm helping him, you know what I'm saying, like putting up, painting up, I don't know what the hell we were doing. We were just in there doing something. So I'm helping him, and I reached in my pocket for something, and I realized I had the bullet. So I'm like, hey, Bishop, I gotta tell you something that happened to me a day or two ago. And he was like, well, what's up? And I gave him the bullet. He started looking at it. He was like, I'm like, what's wrong with it? He was like, shit, it's a bullet. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, he well versed with guns too. So like, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm like, look at it closer. He finally flipped it around. He seen the indentation. He was like, oh, you had a misfire, it didn't go off. I'm like, yeah, that right there. I had that pointed in my head last night, 2 days ago, or whatever day it was. It was between 1 to 2 days. I had that pointed in my head last night. And he looked at me. He was like, he got to doing what he do. Like, anybody know Tiff McCarter? Like, y'all gonna see his personality. That ain't nothing but God. He asked me, like, if you were one person in the Bible, who would you be? And me, random, I know the Bible somewhat now. I didn't know it then. I'm like, shit, Saul. And he was like, that's crazy. So anybody know, I ain't gonna go into Saul and Paul and everything right now. I'm like, that's crazy. And I thought me ending my life would solve all my issues. And me trying to end my life only made it worse. I have to go to therapy. Now I'm on anxiety medicines. I'm on all kind of things because I really got PTSD between seeing murders being shot at, being sexually abused on the low. Like, even though I enjoyed it in the moment, now I'm realizing like I was abused. To going through traumatic experience, like, black people really need therapy because the way we talk about things, especially like in our community, it's like it's normal. Like, shit, little JoJo got shot. Kiki got raped when she was 12 by a man that was 31. Now she got certified flipper. We don't understand that the trauma we go through in life builds who we are. Real trauma builds your character. which is fucked up. It's fucked up. Your trauma builds your character. It builds who you are. It's about how you come out of it, but it's still trauma builds you. Like, it builds you. And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Like, I sat down, I was thinking about everything I've been through in my life, bro, and I cried on that truck earlier, bro. I cried, bro, because I didn't understand the traumatic experiences I have been through, the traumatic experiences my family has been through, because of me, because of my actions, because of everything. I didn't understand it, but I have been through trauma. And I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful for my therapist, Anthony. Like salute Anthony. He's gonna be my godparents. He's gonna be my kid's godparent. Like, my next kid I have, he gonna be their godparent, because he saved my life. Salute him. Black people need therapy. Black people, go to therapy. Please go to therapy. Go. You got it. It's okay. It's okay to talk about your trauma. It's okay to go through things. It's okay. It's really okay. It's about how you move forward in life. That's all I got to say, bro. Like, cause I'm dead ass about to cry. It's SwissedTV. I hope y'all take heed to this. To them couple of stores I told, I may not got into a whole lot of details, but I hope y'all take heed to this. It's SwissedTV. Go to therapy. I'm out.